Alright, welcome back to the channel. Got another Versa video for you today. I'm going to be working on good old trusty daily here. So recent issue is I can't get the rear hatch to open anymore. So either the button or the latch is not working, which I already did some diagnosis. I'll kind of show you what I did there and did find out it is the button. So it's this electronic button up under here. Luckily you can order those on Amazon for like 15 bucks. So we got a new one that's actually in the back. So first off, I'll have to show you how to open it. So yes, it is unlocked. We'll have to go through the back seat here and pop that little cover off there. And then there's a manual release to allow the hatch to open up if the button or the latch stops working. So we'll go ahead and pop open the hatch, remove this back panel, and I'll show you how I checked the latch, because I almost ordered a latch without really thinking about it. How I found out it was the button, and then show you how to replace it. So one thing too with this car, I was having issues where the latch was actually unlatching while I was driving. I'd come to a stop and then the latch would just start making a bunch of noise. So the button was failing at some point, and now it failed to the point where it's just not opening the hatch at all. So we'll go ahead and get started then. Okay, so first things first, we'll go ahead and pop this little guy off here. Simple little screwdriver, and just pry it off. And then if you can see in there, there's a little plastic button right there. So all you do is just grab that and twist it towards the driver's side. That unlatches the latch, and then push it up. And like that, you have the latch open. Maybe time to replace these guys. This car does have 216,000 miles on it, so a lot of this stuff is original. So that's how you manually release the latch. Now we'll go ahead and pop this cover off, which it's kind of a pain. There's a bunch of clips going across here. You want to be easy with it, you don't want to break it. And it's also got some clips that kind of run in, not clips, but little grabbers, I guess, that run in this direction. So you kind of want to pop it loose and then slide it out, which I'll show you once we get it off. So yeah, we'll go ahead and let me get one of my little plastic tools. We'll try and pop this off. Okay, so I got a couple plastic tools here. Go ahead and try and get up underneath this guy. Get underneath without breaking it. There it goes. Ouch. So yeah, maybe grab up by the window. There's a little gap, you can get your hand back there and just kind of pull. So those are all the clips right along here. And then it should, and that's exactly what I did not want to do. Ended up breaking that tab down there. So yeah, it looks like, thinking if you pop all the clips, and then it's got these hooks there, so you want to kind of Not really sure. Yeah, I guess let it fold down and go back if you can. Don't pull forward, because I ended up breaking that one. So that'll probably cause a rattle later, I'm sure. Kind of a pain. It sounds like you're really busting it, so. None of the other plastic clips broke though. Okay, with that out of the way, we have this stuff here. Kind of sticky, pulls off. Now you can see your lock actuator if you ever need to replace that. There's, you got your 3 bolts here to remove that. And then your switch wiring is up in there with 2, looks like 10 mil, I believe, nuts holding that switch assembly there. And then all your wiring right here. So another thing I also read, make sure you check your wiring as well. In different areas, some people have had like luck with, you know, fixing grounds, or have found a busted wire or loose wire or something. So it could, you know, if yours isn't working or working intermittently, it could be a wiring issue. So obviously ours isn't working at all. So what we're gonna do now is try and just check the latch itself. So right here we got our plug to the switch, so 2-wire switch. So realistically, there should be power on one, and then when you hit the switch, it grounds it, or vice versa, and allows the latch to start operating. So what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna stick something in there to kind of short those two together and see if the latch will operate. And if the latch does operate with those two shorted together, again, if I'm using the wrong terminology, don't crucify me, but basically hooking those two like a jumper, essentially, in that to jump to activate this, and that'll show if the latch is working. Now, if you jump that and the latch doesn't work, then again, it could be maybe wiring downstream somewhere, or the latch could be bad. But this will at least isolate this to know if we have a bad or good switch. All right, so I got a little alligator clip. Basically, I'm just gonna stick it in there and just basically ground the two together. So you can hear the latch operating. So that tells me that we're good on our wiring, our latch works. So the problem has to be in our switch here. So that little switch in there. So again, ordered one of these off of Amazon. It was like 10 bucks. I'll put the link in the description. Here's the part number. So we'll start off, we'll remove the 2 10s. And then we just got to push this little grommet through. That should just, yep, pop down in there. So those 2 10s and that assembly should come out. All right, those 2 bolts are out, or nuts, sorry. And then we pushed our grommet through, and now this whole latch should come off, just like that. I'll dropped it. Okay, ignore my extremely messy workstation. I am still getting moved into the new shop, so I have stuff laying everywhere. Okay, so with this, looks like we have 4 Phillips screws, so we'll pull that off. Or may not even need to pull that off, actually. Let me see, it looks like there's clips in here. Get some light. Looks to be push-in clips on each side. So let's see if we can squeeze those. Yep. So squeeze those clips on each side, and then it pushes out, just like that. So we gotta feed our grommet through there. And plug. And there we go. So yeah, you don't need to actually remove that. You just... So I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, and we'll get prepped for our new switch. All right, so I got this cleaned off. If you got like felt tape or something, because this stuff's just falling apart because it's so old, you may want to like re-felt tape these areas so you don't get any rattles or anything. I'm gonna see if I have some in my other building. Anyway, let's at least see if this works. Honestly, it'd probably be a good idea to take this and just plug it in and make sure it works first. So go ahead, plug that in, hit the button. There we go. So yep, add switch. Cheaper than a latch, so that's good. So obviously to put this together, it's just the exact opposite of what I showed you coming apart. So start with your wire, feed it through there. Grommet as well. Shove it in there. There it goes. Okay. And then, didn't even look. I don't think it matters what direction this faces. So I'm just gonna see if it'll, just gonna put it one way, see if it'll clip in. Come on now. There it goes. Just like that. Yeah, maybe look at the old one before you pull it out and see if there's any defining marks on it, but whatever direction I just did that, it clipped right in. So, get some light on this, sorry, it's dark over here. So that's the new one in. Now we can put this back up, put your two 10mm nuts on it, tighten them up, and hook it up. And then put the paneling back in and put it back together. I'm gonna go see if I have some felt tape for this. Alright, so I found some felt wiring tape. Probably not the best, but at least it's something on there. The top one at least stayed on, so we'll go ahead and stick this in and get it tight. Oh no. Oh, we'll have to pop that back out to pop that in. Yeah, otherwise it's in. We'll have to loosen it back up to push that piece in. So you just gotta run your wiring through the little hole and then pull this grommet until that grommet's flush there, so you don't get any water intrusion inside. And then those are tightened up. So let me fix this outside piece real quick and we'll plug it in and double check that it works and put the rest of it back together. Okay. Oops. I got loose. Right. So got our new wire. Go ahead and plug this in. Clicked. Okay. Making noise. Let's close it. There we go. Try it again. All right, check one more thing. We'll make sure it also locks. Oh, probably need to have the door shut. Okay. Yep. Then unlock. And we have a working hatch again. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna put this piece here. I think this is mainly to keep stuff from rattling, sound deadening, etc. So it's not very sticky. I'm gonna heat it up with a heat gun to get it a little more sticky to apply there, and then we'll clean that panel up and we'll snap that back on. Hopefully it doesn't rattle too bad, since I broke one of the clips that hooks in right here. But if not, I need to make a junkyard run anyway, because I destroyed the top console there trying to fix the radio. So all the plastic's getting brittle down here in Florida, so everything's starting to crack and break now. Anyway, we'll get to it. And now for the fun part, putting this thing back on. So it's obviously got to hook over your latch here, just like that, and then should be able to just pop it back on. Much easier going back on than coming off. So good to go there. Put our little cover, pop our little cover plate back in there. That's it. I'll probably order some hatch shocks too while I'm at it. Those are a little tired. All right. Well, hope the video was informative. I know it was fairly easy to do, and saves a lot more money than having to do the whole latch assembly. But yeah. So I got some more content on the Versa coming up. We got a few things we got to fix. I got to put cats. I got cats I need to put in this. Doing a transmission filter change and refilling with CVT fluid. And then, like I said, I got to go to junkyard and need a new steering wheel and that centerpiece on the dash, and also one of these armrests if I can find an armrest, because that's all tore up too. But anyway, we'll see you on the next one then.